Look at that. Just look at that. That is unbelievable. That's fantastic. Well, found my spot. This is awesome. I just got to get some gold now. So even though this has been a great spot, I've got to move. Like my car's right there. Like it's 25 meters away from where I've been panning amongst these roots, and I'm getting a lot of interesting feature. I'm getting a lot of black sand, really heavy black sand, and I'm getting a lot of gold. Like surprising amount of gold given how close it is to the road there. It would have been heavily prospected this area, all of it flood gold. And I'm getting some mica as well. So it's just interesting. Like it's different, and the rock is different. It's a lot smoother, softer, I think, which wouldn't necessarily be a lot of encouragement, but look, it's working for me at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just going to go a little bit further downstream, see what I can find. Well, what's going on here? Now, this would have been, like, this is 100 metres from the car, if that. I'm sure this has all been dug out, but hasn't been dug out since the last flood. Now there's little crooks and crannies and nooks and nannies everywhere. I'm sure if I had the metal detector, it would be going absolutely berserk just here. As I said before, a different type of bedrock, softer. Doesn't seem to form the deep crevices like some of the rock on the Windburndale, for example, other places, but it definitely does form crevices. Look at that one. I'm sure that's been dug out hundreds of times, but since the last flood, so if we come into that, crevices like that work their way through, nicely packed with gravel now, and even over the top here, when this place is in major flood, and the water is absolutely carving over the top here. How about that crevice? Runs all the way through. Potholes, little spots here and there. Like a kid in a cookie shop. I don't really like cookies. But anyway, make something savoury and I'm there. Keep crevicing. It's a weeding finger. More of a weeding claw really, isn't it? But now it's a prospecting finger. I can't fit my finger into there. Well, I took probably 4 little bits out of that spot, but this isn't about mining something to exhaustion today. It's about scouting for areas where I might want to concentrate when I come back. Log jam. Oh. Well, I found maybe 1 or 2 bits here. I dug out some boil holes, can't help myself, on the top of this rock here, thinking something might have dropped in, and got one little jagged piece out of that. And then started looking at the some shadow there, but some possible traps. Didn't really dig that one out. That had a lot of dark stone in it. There was nothing more than that. Just going to work my way down to him. I don't really like boulder fields like this. One really hard to prospect. I'm sure there's heaps of gold here, or some places it could drop. But that's the whole point. There's just so many places it could drop. Doesn't narrow your search at all. It's nothing logical. Maybe where the gold will drop in a place like this. So I'm going to go to somewhere where maybe the water, also it's in a pinch point in a valley, steep-sided valley, so the water's going to be coming through here really, really hard, really, really fast. Well, so I've been prospecting for a while now, and it's just gone 12 o'clock. I've probably got an hour left. I went right down pretty much to the falls, and the further I got down, the more cavernly, gorgy it became, and the worse the gold became, to the point where I was, I was on bedrock the whole time and there wasn't anything in my pan. But then I've come back to the bridge, and the bridge is there. I'm under the bridge, almost 10 meters away. Just scratched literally 2 tablespoons worth of dirt out from amongst some knotted roots, and I got 2 bits of gold and 2 little gemstones, little red gemstones. So I don't know, why would you leave the car, really? And gemstones were just small enough to be able to fit down my spout, which is both good and bad, isn't it? So I have had reasonable success, and most of my success has actually been in the shade. Once I got out into the sun, I stopped finding anything. I found a piece of crystal, tell a lie, quartz crystal, but I'm just going to spend a little bit of time, like they're so knotted up and the bedrock's so close that it's like literally a teaspoon here and a teaspoon there, but out of 5 minutes work I found 2 pieces. So I'll just keep going here for a while. I might just keep going until 1 o'clock and then go. So I'll spend an hour or so just in the trees, the she oaks and stuff underneath this bridge, and just dig out as much as I can get to, which is, it's really hard. I can barely get anything, but it's got gold in it. So obviously other people think it's too hard and they haven't tried it, so we shall continue. There's a saying, you don't leave gold to find gold, and I keep finding gold here, so I'm kind of cheating because I know there's gold in this pan, so when I'm going to do a big reveal, it's hardly going to be a surprise. I could act surprised, I suppose. No, I can't do that. Oh my god, there's gold. Can you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4 decent bits. Almost a picker, and you can't quite see them, or maybe you can down there, some sort of red glassy bits. There's a few gemstones down there as well, so that was a good pan. My head again. You may sometimes hear me say, probably fairly rarely, that this has been a good day's prospecting, and maybe sometimes not actually see the result. Well, I'm not finished yet, and this has been a good day's prospecting, so I'll show you what I've got so far. I've got gold, mosquito bites, a large quartz crystal, and quite a lot of red tiny gemstones. So I'll show you what I got. And if you can even see them, but doing my best. There's probably a good 50 bits of gold there. That you can see the quartz crystal in the middle, of course, and the pile of red gemstones there. I suppose if all this YouTubing of mine is about anything at all, it's about lessons learned, really, about starting with no skill in something and getting better at it. And I think I'm getting better at it. I'm learning some lessons, primarily not to ignore the logic of gold. It's heavy, so it'll tend to burrow as deep as it possibly can. It probably is where it should be, but not always. So you can apply general principles and most of the time get a result. Don't leave gold to find gold. I learnt that today. I trusted my instincts, stayed and got a good result. But probably most importantly is that don't do this just for the gold. You know, do it for everything else. It's beautiful out here, and I just love being out here, and it wouldn't have mattered if I didn't, you know, have a heavy snuffer bottle. I'm happy that I do, but it wouldn't have mattered if it wasn't. Many times, half the time I come out here and I go home empty-handed, and it's still a great day. So, but I've definitely found my new river. I'll be coming back here a fair bit. Even the extra, you know, 50 minutes, hour of driving is probably worth it. I'll try and find a bit of a shortcut through Oberon, but yeah, great day, fantastic. I'll show you the results when I get home. And the hero of the day, the humble spoon. What a great implement that's been today. This has probably got me most of my gold today. Clean up those crevices properly.